Hi everyone, I'm Taylor Hudak, an independent journalist and the co-founder of Action for Assange. It is Sunday, the day before Julian Assange's full extradition hearing, which is set to begin on Monday, February 24th. We are outside Belmarsh prison right now in London. It is almost 4 o'clock and we are waiting for a press conference to take place in just a few moments here. But before that, I am joined by Vincent, and she is a UK Bureau Director with Reporters Without Borders, and she's joining me right now. Rebecca, thank you so much. How are you?
Thanks.
Can you tell me about today's event with the press conference, and then also can you talk about Reporters Without Borders? I know that you all are advocates for Julian Assange and have recently issued a statement.
Absolutely. So we're here as Reporters Without Borders just to call again for Julian Assange's release. We're really concerned about his persecution in connection with his contributions to journalism. So we will be monitoring the hearing all week, and it's not just our office here from the UK. We have an international delegation here, our Secretary General Christophe Deloy, the Director of RSF Germany, Christian Meir, to show that our concern is very international in this case. This is quite unusual for us to do, to be honest, to do this sort of trial monitoring mission in a established democratic country. This is more often something that we would do in countries that are further down our World Press Freedom Index. But this case is so concerning, and the precedent that it could set so dangerous, we wanted to show a very serious international concern.
So just to be clear here, it is unusual for you to act on behalf of a journalist in the UK and in a Western country then?
There are persecutions of journalists in countries around the world, and there are other cases that we have taken up here before, but absolutely it is frankly alarming that one could be treated in this way in a country that has an important international standard setting role, and so we're here to highlight those concerns.
Mm-hmm. And I know this would impact journalists not just in the UK, not just in the US, but all over the world. Can you talk about that as well?
I think that the implications it has is very concerning, in particular for the protection of journalistic sources, the treatment of whistleblowers. If Mr. Assange is extradited to the United States, he will face some very serious charges there. 17 under the very problematic Espionage Act, which we have other cases in the US that we've raised concern over people who have been persecuted under that same act. The act actually lacks a public interest defense and should be reformed. So there are broader concerns there too. But this has implications far beyond the UK, far beyond the US. It will have a definite chilling effect, I think, on how sources will possibly provide information to journalists in the future and how that information will be treated. And ultimately, it is information in the public interest, so the public will then have less information that we have the right to know.
Do you think that this is perhaps a retaliation for the sort of revelations that were revealed through WikiLeaks?
I mean, if you look at the nature of the charges and the way that they have been approached, it is certainly in connection with the leaks of information that was in the public interest.
What are some important things that you think activists, journalists, or just average citizens who are concerned about these charges, what are things that they can do to help this situation and bring awareness to Julian Assange and WikiLeaks and other journalists and other political dissidents?
Well, at the moment, the call is on the UK to not comply with the extradition request, to not hand Mr. Assange over to be prosecuted there. And so that's what can be done at the moment, is pay attention this week, push our policymakers here, and ask the UK to stand up to not comply with this extradition request and to act in the interest of freedom of expression and press freedom.
All right, Vincent, thank you.